This next story began about 20 years ago when Pádraig Fahey had a bold idea. What if Ireland became fully organic? So Colm travelled to Galway to meet Pádraig and his wife Una to see what became of this big idea.
A recent UN climate report said, "We as nations must change the way we use land and produce food if we are to save the planet." One way we can help is to turn to a more organic approach when growing our food. A farm that has been growing organically for over 20 years is Beechlawn Organics in Ballinasloe, County Galway. It was set up by Una and Pádraig Fahey. After a chance meeting at an eco-protest years ago, this couple were set on a path as changemakers. They started growing vegetables in a sustainable way as their way to help the planet and grow a sustainable business for themselves. So how important was it for you to start a sustainable business?
I wanted to do something meaningful with my life, and I had been travelling, and when I was away I looked at what we were farming at home and I was like, I want to come home, grow organically and turn Ireland into an organic island. We're now at maybe 2.5 to 3%, so just another 97% more
That's all.
to get.
Knowledge sharing is a real key part of organic growing. It's a real open community, isn't it?
Yes. So we've been involved with the OGI, we've been members of the Irish Organic Association, and through visiting other farms in those two associations, we've learned a lot from growers. We got an agronomist in 2010, and he's helped us to make the right decisions, taught us about seed varieties, taught us about plant distance, the amount of plants per acre, so gave us a real cutting edge knowledge that I wouldn't have had before.
20 years of growing organically is no easy task. What keeps you motivated?
It is difficult, but I love what I do. I often think in 30 years' time we'll look back and we'll say, what were we doing for the last 100 years with agriculture? You know, so we're in the middle of this change, and I see by 2050 we'll have decarbonised, we'll be back to regenerative organic farming methods.
Despite Ireland's agricultural heritage, we are currently lagging when it comes to growing organically in the EU. According to Organics Europe, figures indicate that Austria currently lead the way, with 25% of farmland being farmed organically. In comparison, Ireland stands at 2%, the second lowest in Europe. But can we change this figure?
Over the years, we realised that we're very good at growing grass and very good at producing beef, and it made sense to do that. But times are changing now, and we need to be more self-sufficient. We need to be more food secure in other foods. We can grow vegetables here, absolutely. We can grow lots of vegetables here.
A 2019 report by the Department of Agriculture stated that we currently import around 70% of our organic fruit and vegetables into this country. And the reason, we simply are not producing enough organic produce on a mass scale here in Ireland. And what will it take to grow more organic vegetables here?
So we just need to look at other countries where they are doing it and look at the modern technology, the mechanisation that can be done.
For example, we use this flatbed weeder here for fine weeding of carrots, parsnips, beetroot and some brassicas when needed. With your weeding team and your labour force you have, it makes the job easier.
So it's amazing how technology really enables organic production to scale up.
As there's a move across towards organic, biological, regenerative farming, the industry will move with a lot of solutions to address the issues of weeding and allow people to scale up and cut down on the cost of production, and also to make your life a little easier on the farm.
Are there lessons conventional growers can learn from organic practices?
Yes, absolutely, and it started happening already. We have nets which we use to keep out pests on a lot of our crops, and conventional growers have started using them.
So is conventional growers adopting organic growing a potential solution?
In the economic climate we're in, with the cost of production, the cost of fertiliser, transport, all these things are hitting those with very high inputs. Whereas on my farm this year, maybe the biggest inputs would be on labour and some fuel, but we're not being caught in fertiliser. So now is the right time to look at moving their farm across, maybe start with 10%, build that to 15, 20, and there's a market there, and you just got to grab it with both hands.
So now more than ever, we can see the importance of looking to a more sustainable way of growing food, which in turn will lead to less imports, and in some small part, it's changing the way we use our lands, which is ultimately helping our planet.